Hi, I'm Coach Pav and welcome to this demo video of the goal setting screens and the race planner.
So to get started with goal setting, we can do this from the home screen, scroll down a little bit to the suggested for you carousel, and then click View Goals. As you can see, this has loaded all of my goals, kind of defaults to the upcoming goals, but I can scroll back up and I can see historic ones too. To add a new goal, I'm going to click the configure icon in the bottom right and then add new goal. I'm going to take you through each of these and give you a brief description about which one you should pick. I'm going to start with participate in a race. I'm going to use triathlon as an example. And here you can see all of the standard distances that we have in the app. From the bottom, you'll see this handy little note that actually tells you if you've got a non-standard distance, you can click edit and then customize. You can do stuff as well, like adding other legs and really building out exactly what your event looks like to get the most accurate training plan. You can give your goal a name, a race date, and a location. And here we can identify what the target is. Discover the distance is really about just finishing. Maybe it's your first time doing this distance, or maybe you just want to have a lot of fun doing it. Challenging yourself is a bit of a mix between doing really well or doing absolutely your best and having fun. And be competitive is going to give you a really rigid and intense training plan because you really want to get your best possible time and potentially be competitive in the field. Here at the bottom, you can also add a custom target time. So if you want to finish in a certain time, you can add that here too. Lastly, you can add taper and recovery days here. So just decide how many taper days you need, how many recovery days you need, or if you need it, not at all. So challenge yourself. These are not really races, so you can see we've got cycling the distance, running the distance, first century, long walks and stuff like that. Maybe we'll just take cycling century as an example. You can see here, I can customize it. Maybe it wasn't a century, maybe it was a little bit between. We can click next, add the challenge date, the name, and then we can also decide what the target is. So again, whether we just want to do this as the first time or have a really easy and enjoyable day, much more flexible and less rigid and intense training plan will be produced using this. Be competitive, as I said in the last ones, really going to be giving everything you've got to do as well as possible, and then challenge yourself and have fun, which is in the middle. And again, taper and recovery days can be added here. So improved performance is a really cool addition that we've got. I'm just going to take running as an example. And then here you can see exactly what different area, phenotype would be the correct word, or intensity perhaps. You can decide you want to target. So say, for example, you really want to work on your endurance, you can have that. Maybe you want to work on your threshold, VO2 max, you can add that in here. Now you can select multiple different ones and choose a different one. So you could do endurance. Maybe I want to train for 100 miles on the bike and also improve my VO2 max on the run. So from here, this is a little bit different. We can change the duration of the plan, or you can add an achieve by. Obviously, it's not really a goal date. It's not a race as such or a challenge. But we can also still set this target, whether you want an easy plan, a really advanced plan, or something in the middle. Lastly, we have improve general fitness. So the three options here: improve, maintain fitness, or weight loss. Improve fitness is going to just give you an easy plan to gently improve your fitness over a wide range of different activities. Maintain, as it sounds, is going to keep your fitness in the middle. And weight loss is going to help you with weight loss. Just going to pick improve for this example. Same to the performance ones, we can change the duration, give it a name. And again, how hard, easy you want to go. So that's new goal. And let's just say we now want to look at editing a goal. So we have this Olympic, got a few things we can do. If I press and hold on the three vertical dots, you can see here's how I would delete it if I want to delete it. And I'm going to show you sub goals and phases in a moment. But if we tap on the card itself, it opens this overview. From here we can adjust the legs if we need to. We can change any of the specifics at the top as well. And we can also do the configure training week. Now I'm not going to do this today, but there is a nice video in the help center to guide you with this. So along from the top, now I'm going to click phases. So here you can see each and every phase of this goal. I can delete one, I can add one by clicking the configure icon in the bottom right, and I can also edit by clicking edit. For sub goals, now you can consider these B and C goals, so it won't drive the actual training, but are a goal on the way to the event. So a really easy way to look at this would be doing a 5K on the road to a 10K main goal. You can add those here. It's the same wizard as I just showed you before. So for race plan, it's going to be really valuable for you to spend a little bit of time generating your race plan. You can do that or get started by clicking Generate Race Plan at the top. It's going to bring up these screens where you can go through, add all of this information, and customize your race plan. So it's going to be really useful if you can upload a map. If you can't get it, don't worry, because we work around that if you don't. But if you can, it's going to just make the plan a little bit more accurate. You'll be able to add a map for each of the legs. If you've only got one sport, just one map. So as you can see, we can scroll down. We can change the effort and target by duration. Do you want to do it in a certain time, or do you want to just have it as very hard swim? You want to go hard in the swim or have a hard day, stuff like that. It's important to indicate wetsuit and then how your sighting is. Add your expected transition times. This is the same for T1 and T2 or any amount of transitions you do throughout your race. And for bike, spend a bit of time adding that in here. You can do this in the sports tab. You can also do it here. Probably the most important thing you can add is the bike weight. Now this is bike weight as it is that you're going to be riding on the day. So if you're going to have a saddlebag or you're going to have anything like that, include that in the weight. So CDA is a coefficient of aerodynamic drag. This is really important, but it's also kind of quite hard to actually know what yours is. So if you don't know it, leave it blank. Don't guess it, definitely leave it blank, because what we'll do is we'll search open sources on the internet based around brand name, model, and weight, plus your information to get that. So make sure you pick the bike position, and then of course, add the terrain. Again, we can change how we want the target to be. So maybe I want to go hard on the bike. I can go to run. Again, target in here, add some shoes and the terrain. And then when we're done, we're going to click Generate Plan. And here you go. Here's an example of a race plan I completed earlier. Thanks for watching this video.